Alright, brothers. Dang, I hate that I doggone shaved. My mustache so short makes my lips look tight. Alright. Yeah, because when I was shaving them last time, I was kind of cutting hard or whatever. Anyway, let's get into it, right? Because today I watched this video, and this pastor said, he was speaking to the men, and he said, men, when you have sex before marriage, you lose control of the woman. You have given the woman the power. Now, men, I know how we like to date. I know we like to test drive. I know we like to, get up. So let's think about why this is true, right? Well, first off, man, what she thinks of you when you have intercourse with her before marriage is, first, she thinks that, for you to be a believer of God, you are willing to compromise your values. So you don't respect order. That's the first thing she realizes, that you don't respect order. How can she trust you if you don't respect order? All right. Second thing is, she realizes that your willpower is weak. Right? She got you to fold before marriage because a lot of times it's happened within the first few months that you have met her. Right? But you may be going on this fast track because you got a good feeling that every other guy, has gotten it sooner. And you think that it's a race to be first when it's a race to be last. It's not a race to be to get it from her the fastest out of any dude. But since every dude thinks like this is why most women's body count can be so high. Because everybody's racing to get it from her. But your willpower is low, and it's the main reason why she can't trust you. Because if you were so pressing on her and you got it from her that fast, what makes her think that you won't get it from somebody else just as fast? See, you give a woman a whole lot of security when you don't, mental security, when you don't pursue the honey. If you leave the honey in the honey pot, she trusts you that this is your principle, this is your value, this is your morale, this is how you operate. And if you don't want her honey, but you're always answering to her call, if you don't want her honey, but you're always looking out after her, you don't want her honey, but you're always catering to her emotional needs and her spiritual and mental needs and physical needs, she can do nothing but follow your lead. But the important thing is to be sure that you know how to lead and you know where you're leading her. Because it is a possibility that a man can have all this patience but don't know where and how to lead his woman. And that's where a lot of marriages, not a lot of marriages, but that's where a small portion of marriages fail. Because they make it this far on the good side of things, but the man just doesn't know where we're going, how to lead. And this is why I talk about the importance of having a mentor, right? Because you need one. You need a mentor to guide you. You need a mentor to keep you on track, to hold you accountable. You need a mentor. So, and then a lot of times after a man gets the honey, a lot of times they tend to stop. Just kind of right there. They don't stop right there, but they just kind of stop trying so hard. Because when you get full off of food, when you get full off of honey, when you get full off of sweets, what's the ambition? your mind thinks that, all right, the job is done, don't have to do anything anymore, right? So now that you ain't gotta do anything no more, you're thinking that the honey is automatic, and then the honey runs dry. You wonder why she's holding the honey away from you, because you failed her as a leader, and now you want to go cheat because you failed her as a leader, right? So how do we repair this, man? How do we repair a situation? How do we repair a situation of lost trust in a relationship? How do we repair a relationship of lost trust from a woman? How does a man repair a relationship from losing trust of his woman? I'll tell you how. You have to recommit your vows. Recommit your vows. And you want to start this dating phase over again. You want to apologize for all the insubordination that you have performed, right? We're not just talking about cheating here. We're talking about failing to maintain, your integrity. And so, look, man, like I said, if this is something that you're trying to do, and you're trying to recommit those vows, you're trying to make things right with your woman, I told you what you got to do. But there may be some specifics to what you have to do. There are some, let me correct myself, there are some specifics to what you got to do. I am not a psychiatrist. I'm not a therapist of any sort. Not even a clinician. But this is my field. And if you want that answer on what exactly are you doing, during this amendment phase, hit me in my DMs, because the process isn't just apologize, but you can definitely try it and try to wing it and go for it. But if you want the answer, then I need you to hit my inbox with the message repair. Hit my inbox with the message repair, and we'll begin a consultation process on how do we fix this thing in your relationship. This thing can take up to 6 months. And you want it to take 6 months. Why do you want it to take 6 months? Because let's think about it. Everything that has value, everything that is appraised in quality took time. Right? So, let's talk about this, man. It's very important. It's very important for your relationship. And so I hear everyone. David, what about where's your relationship? Why you want to sit here and repair my relationship and you ain't got a relationship of your own? Because my relationship, your first relationship, and this is where you men fail, your first relationship is with your business. Not someone else's business. Not someone else's job. Yeah, that's right. That's right. What I said, I'm giving you another shortcut. You want to wonder why your woman doesn't, respect you enough, because you go to a job that you hate, that you have no rule in, and nevertheless, you also broke rules with her that got you here in the first place. So you just insubordinate all around, and you wonder why she don't respect you. So yes, my first relationship is with my family's business, and until I master my marriage with my family business, I won't be moving on to a marriage with another human being.
Zep has over 85 years.